Hi viewers, welcome to my channels. Today we are discussing oxidation and reductions. While oxidation and reduction can be defined in different ways, can define oxidation and reductions in terms of oxygen and hydrogen, can define in terms of electronegativity and electropositivity, can also define oxidation and reductions in terms of electron transfer. Today we want to start the discussion on this concept based on the oxygen. So here on the board we have definition of oxidation and reduction in terms of oxygen. So what is oxidation in terms of oxygen? Oxidation means addition of oxygens to a substance. And what is reduction? Reduction is the removal of oxygen from a substance. So oxidation and reduction, we put them together, we call it redox reaction. They are the two jet opposing processes that occur in complementary to each other. So that means oxidation will occur to complement the reduction and vice versa. So looking at the board here, we have this kind of reaction. We want to use what we have on the board here and discuss more, giving more explanation on this concept. So we have here that look at this is hydrogen, and we have here water molecules. We have here copper 2 oxide. We have here copper metals. So if you look at it very well, this oxygen from copper 2 oxide is added to hydrogen molecules to produce water molecules. Okay, now what's happened here? We now watch it that from here to this place, that oxygen is added to this compound or to this element to produce water molecules, and that is called oxidation. That is addition of oxygen to a substance. Now from this place to this, that is from copper 2 oxide to copper metals, oxygen is being removed from the substance to produce copper metals. So that is, we call it a reduction. That is reductions. So now, after talking about oxidation and reduction, we need to know the oxidizing agent and reducing agent. Okay, now a substance that donates oxygen is called a oxidizing agent. So coming to this, you can see that copper 2 oxide donates oxygen, so becomes what? Oxidizing agent. While a substance that receives oxygen is called what? The reducing agent. So going by this from here to here, so it is this substance that receives this oxygen. That is why we say reducing agent. So that is how we define oxidation and the reduction in terms of oxygen. Now as I said, that oxidation means addition of oxygen to a substance, while reduction is the removal of oxygen from a substance. Now let's look at the second question on the board here. Look at this equation. We have carbon react with zinc 2 oxide to produce carbon 2 oxide and zinc metals. So this is carbon without oxygen, while this is an oxygenated substance. So going by this, from here to here, oxygen is added. So we now move from this place to this place. We see this is a oxidation because oxygen is added to this substance, while from here to this place we say what? Reduction, because oxygen is being removed from zinc 2 oxide to produce zinc metals. So when we are done with this, we now look at which is oxidizing agent and which is a reducing agent. As we likely say that oxidizing agent is a substance that donates oxygen. So going by this substance donates the oxygen. we now call this a oxidizing agent, while a substance that receives oxygen is called a reducing agent. So this substance receives this oxygen, that's why I have a reducing agent. So that is how we discuss oxidation and reduction in terms of oxygen transfer. I'm sure you gain the understanding from this concept. Please follow these channels and then share it to benefit others. We have a lot to discuss. Bye for now.